this matter. She told me that they are trying to release Baba Ijesha. Now, the person that she's suspecting is behind it just called me when we were having that first video, and I had to call, pick his call, and he has denied every allegation that is not involved in it. I just want to keep, I'm going to keep the general public posted on this issue. I'm going to make sure that the general public follows everything A to Z. I don't know who is in charge of Baba Ijesha's case, but I have made it my business because a teenager, a child, a minor is involved. And I want to say this to the authority or whoever is in charge of his case that is thinking, or people in my industry, because a lot of them have called me today that I should not speak on this issue again. But as long as they continue to play mago-mago, I am going to be on this issue. If they release Baba Ijesha without waiting for the court, oh, nepa she wa she buy for me. If they release Baba Ijesha without waiting for the court to come back to section, because more on court they want to strike. If they release Baba Ijesha without allowing him to go to court and allow the judge to do his or her job by sentencing a pedophile. Abishe pedophile. Because only mean yeah. Sentencing a pedophile. Toba release Baba Ijesha. Don't let me speak Yoruba. I want people to understand this. If they release Baba Ijesha with all this evidence that they have, and the video that I use my koro eyes to watch, then I will know that Nigeria has a serious problem. If they release Baba Ijesha, we will rearrest Baba Ijesha. If they release Baba Ijesha, we are going to rearrest Baba Ijesha. And every mother will stand up for this. Every father, responsible mother and father, we will all stand up. This live video is for the people in charge of this case. Because I know you will watch it. They will play it. You guys will see it. We are going to say no to molestation. And yes, I stand to use one of my own as a scapegoat. If they release Baba Ijesha, we are going to rearrest him. And this will no longer be a state thing. It will now become a federal. You will know that the voice of man is the voice of God. With that video that I used my koro eyes to watch, the best thing Princess did for me was allowing me watch that video. Foluke Ojo, please don't call me now. Please, I'm doing a live video. We are going to say no to molestation. We are going to say no to child abuse. We are going to, Foluke Ojo, please, do not call me now. We are going to say no to rape. I stand as a mother, not as an actress. I stand as a woman, not as a celebrity. If they release Baba Ijesha, we are going to rearrest him. If Nigeria refuses to take up the case, we will go international. He must pay for what. Odidi ọkùnrin àgbàlagbà 47 before 48 àbí kí wọ́n pé èjì bàbá wèrè yẹn tó mọ ọmọlọmọ láàrin 4 minutes nínú fídíò tẹ́mi wò tó ṣe báyìí tí yẹn ti dànù tó ṣe báyìí tó lẹ́yìn ṣó ẹ jẹ́ kí yẹn ti fídíò Baba Ijesha fún yín sí store release ẹ̀kẹ́ máa wò ó tó ṣe báyìí ó tún fọ́ ọkọ̀ ọmọ yẹn báyìí yẹn tún tẹ́lẹ̀ dẹ́ ó wá ní kọ́ ọmọ yẹn bọ́ bàtà fún un olórí burúkú lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ́ bàtẹ̀ ó tún ṣe báyìí ó wá mọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ wá sọ̀k má jẹ́ kí wọ́n ní àwọn tó fẹ́ máa sọ ọmọ kẹ́mi ò ṣe lesbian má sọ̀kì ọwọ́ mi jẹ́ kí boyfriend mi wá sọ̀kì ọwọ́ mi ló bá mú ọwọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ló ń sọ̀kì ẹ̀ ló mú ọwọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ńlá kò ní dá fún Baba Ijesha kò ní dá fún Baba Ijesha support Baba Ijesha ayé yìí máa jọ block kan ni èmi mo dá dúró ṣé understand ló ti pẹ́ tí mo ti fi Yorùbá yín sílẹ̀ mo dá dúró ọ̀dẹ̀ bí yàrá yẹ anybody rẹ̀ ti bá tún tó la pé ń fẹ́ ya Yorùbá fi máa yà ó yẹ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mi ò gbádùn o gbogbo wa la níwèrè à ń bo wèrè wa ní ó ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ mi à ń bo wèrè wa ní o Yomi máa bẹ́ẹ̀ iná tán bí owó sórí ìtọ́ kan yẹn tó gbé jáde yẹn ó wrong bàjẹ́ tó o bá jẹ́ accept kó wrong wàhálà tiẹ̀ ni ó mọ ọmọlọ́mọ tí ọwọ́ bọ́ lára bó ń ṣe báyìí ọmọ yẹn wá ṣe báyìí fún ìgbà tó yá wá ní kọ́mọ yẹn kó lọ bá wọn gbomi wá kò dẹ̀ sí kámẹ́rà nínú kíṣìn ó dẹ̀ dìde bó dẹ̀ ọmọlọ́mọ ṣe wọ kíṣìn lọ because fídíò yẹn wọ́n á lè gbọ́ ọkọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ bọ́tà kọ̀ ní kọ́mọ yẹn dìde ó wọ kíṣìn lọ ó dẹ̀ dìde ó tẹ̀lé ọmọlọ́mọ wọ kíṣìn ṣé ká wá dúró nígbà tó bá tó kó ọmọlọ́mọ nínú kíṣìn ní kó tó wá kà mọ́nu lé ni torí ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń sí ẹ̀yọ́ lórí burúkú Yomi Fábíyì ẹni ṣèbọ́mọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́ ni kò bá sùn ṣó nígbà tó bá rí èpò ẹ̀mọ́ kíṣìnù torí lórí burúkú ni ẹ́ èmi àti ọjọ́ mọ̀ ń pa kiri yìí náà ni èmi náà mo ṣe findings mi dé bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ló dé tó ṣe fi findings ẹ kó tó post kó tó mislead àwọn ọtí àbí kó send ẹsẹ mi náà pẹ̀lú picture ẹ̀ kí n post mi ìdẹ́ lóhùn ni torí mi ò ń ṣe yóò fò mi ń ṣe yóò ṣì mi ń ṣe yóò rádaràda.
Please, sorry that I'm crying. No, it's just that the pain is too much. Please. The other reason I did this video, which is even the main reason, is when this thing happened, the child has been failing so many things, and I'm the one that have been insisting that something is wrong. Even when everybody said I should pray, I'm the one that has been insisting. Because, like I told you, he never came to my house again since that time. But I kept on insisting because something in me said, what is wrong? The child was failing woefully. She was acting strange. Even her brothers, they couldn't play with her. Do you get? Please, don't be afraid. If you know that Ijesha has molested your child before now, or your friend or your neighbor, if you can't come out, DM me. If you know that he has molested anyone you know before, come out. And me, I'm so careful. I don't even allow visitors to come near when my children are around. I don't. Okay, I won't cry. So please, parents, don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. Me, I've always been paranoid. I didn't trust anybody. Just 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes for me to go down and open the gate for my auntie to go kintilekun and climb up. Within the space of that time, see the damage he did. It's not fair. It is not fair. Please stop spreading news that he molested her for 7 years. It's not possible. Si mo wà láyé, kò possible. Eléyìí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan, mo rò pé Ọlọ́run kan ti kọ pé bó ṣe máa rí ni.
Okay, so this video is for my colleagues in the Yoruba industry. We all heard what happened to Baba Ijesha about the rape issue. And since yesterday or so, I've been seeing a lot of posts, people using Baba Ijesha's pictures and writing stuff. Some are saying he was framed. Some are saying we should wait. Some are saying this and that. I just want to beg my colleagues, please, in no way should we try to defend him. Because this is one of the reasons why a lot of girls that are being molested, a lot of boys that are being molested and raped, Because not only a girl child gets raped, a boy child too gets raped. This is the reason why a lot of them don't come out to voice their opinion, most especially if they've been molested or raped by a prominent person or a known person or someone in power or a popular person. We always have this thing about, why did she say that? Maybe because she was this way, or because the mother did not do it. We always try to look for an excuse. There is no excuse for rape. There is no excuse for molestation. There is no excuse. A pedophile is a pedophile. He doesn't need any excuse to rape. Okay, so wait. I am not judging him yet. I'm not calling him a pedophile yet. But I have heard the story. Right? He molested a child and raped the child 7 years ago, like the child said. He was invited over. They set him up by putting a camera, and eventually he fell. Right? Why did he fall? That's the question number one. Number two, yes, we cannot judge him now because you know why? We have to leave that to the courts to do, the judges to do. So until we wait for the final verdict.
Good morning, everyone. A lot of things have been flying around concerning my name, and I would like to make some things very clear. God knows that I do not know anything about Princess and Baba Ijesha. The point I was coming from was the fact that I have been a rape victim before. And when everything happened, I was at the receiving end. People did not believe me. People looked at me and were castigating me against the fact that I was the one that walked into the situation. And I was looking at it from the perspective of the fact that let us have something not to blame this poor child for. Not that I would ever support rapists. Before my children travel out, one boy was harassing my daughter. And what did I do? I went to the police. I reported to the police. At the end of the day, nothing was done about it. I was coming from the perspective of a concerned mother that at the end of the day, let us be definite. Controversy don't go on. That was what I was trying to avoid. Because I know that when it comes to rape issue, people can twist and turn things. I would never ever in my life support Ijesha. Ijesha has to go down. Even though I didn't know that it was Princess that was involved, I didn't know anything. Somebody came, and it wasn't even me that wrote the article, was me. And I felt that, okay, let us use wisdom and patience. Let us be sure of what we're doing. That was just my own concern. Because I've been there. I run a foundation. I had a case some years back. I won't mention the church. A 3-year-old girl was raped. And it was by a pastor. It was the pastor that did that. And at the end of the day, when we started the case, first day, everything was okay. Second day, everything was okay. The third day, I went back to that house. They told me, Auntie Foluke Daramola Femi pastor, let us leave him. That was the perspective I was coming from. I wanted us to have something.
So I just read online now that Lanre Omiyinka Baba Ijesha might be released on Friday on bail because the charge was not sexual assault, because the CCTV did not show him having sex with the girl, that the CCTV just showed him touching the girl's body. So it's not sexual assault. So it's a billable offense. And that since the crime happened 7 years ago and was not reported, so it is statute 21 like that. I don't understand.